like the little Indiana Jones moment there.
Yeah, that was fun. Hello, and welcome to Retro Game Connect. I'm Dan Mastriani.
Hello there.
Yes, and as Ian has stealthily hinted, we're this is the same day that the is the day or the day before that Star Wars Obi-Wan. Okay, so Star Wars Obi-Wan is premiering on Disney Plus today, and of course the perfect thing to do would be to play Star Wars Obi-Wan for Xbox, but we don't have that, so we're playing the episode.
Kind of hard to find.
It's not. You can get it for like $15 on eBay, but you wanted to play the Star Wars game, so.
Yeah, that also will require me buying something from eBay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could probably get a local game store too, but you would need an original Xbox because it's not backward compatible.
Yeah, don't have one of those.
I do, but again, you wanted to play the Star Wars game, so we're playing the one that you have, which again is the Episode 3 tie-in game.
Which actually, like, weirdly good.
Apparently, they have a lot of access to.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest game ever. I have a lot of fond memories with it, and I got it recently. It came to the Xbox store, and I was like, oh my god, I remember having a great time with this game.
I rented it and remember it being decent, but we should probably see how it holds up now.
Let's just jump on in.
All right.
This is one of the only games where you can play as Anakin Skywalker using Force Lightning. In fact, it might be the only. I don't know of any others.
Interesting. I don't know how you would find that out. Aside from someone correcting us to say another one.
Well, besides using like the Anakin Skywalker skin on like the Force Unleashed or something.
Yeah. So the collective. I guess they also did a few other, at least a couple examples that I saw of other games for LucasArts were Wrath Unleashed and Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. So, from what I saw, this might originally have been intended as an internal LucasArts project, but there was some restructuring at LucasArts and a lot of stuff ended up getting moved to outside contractors. So this one. Well, apparently they did get a lot of set access. They were actually on set during filming. And the stunt coordinator, Nick, I guess it's Gillard, actually worked with the people working on the game to kind of ran them through like a lightsaber combat boot camp so they could kind of learn all the moves.
There's actually an extensive combo list.
Yes, apparently they actually, since it was a game, he felt like they could go for a lot of the stuff that they wouldn't have been able to get away with in the movie because it would have been too unrealistic to put on the screen. But he felt that it would fit a little better in a video game. So you get some.
See, I might have used some cheat codes to just max that one out. We'll come back to that because that has some fun stuff going on.
We'll see that later. Apparently, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Well, we're about to hit the scroll with the music that can run into licensing issues.
Okay, yeah. So no, I'm gonna keep talking because hey, one of the things that actually happened during the little training session is one of those days Hayden Christensen actually showed up, and they actually got to work with him and talk to him about his kind of process and kind of the things he had in mind when playing Anakin in Episode 3 and how the character had changed from the previous movie. So they got to not only did they get to work with him physically, they got to pick his brain a little. So that's neat. Even though he isn't actually even in the game. So, aside from stuff taken directly from the movie.
I actually don't remember. I want to say
I think the cast is all sound-alikes.
The cast
But-
is all sound-alikes, but I want to say James Arnold Taylor plays Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I think they got some people from the Clone Wars cartoons.
I'm pretty sure this predates the Clone Wars cartoons.
It might have, but it has like again, at least I think it brings over at least one actor from the Gendy Tartakovsky.
I want to say,
Wars.
yeah, the guy who
Is
plays
this from the
Count
movie? You might
Dooku,
want to skip this.
I can't.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay.
So, I don't know what you want to do about that.
But obviously, it's got Hayden Christensen and
The Chancellor isn't in this hangar. We have to move on.
the original actors are here for the original scenes. So
All right, here we go.
Mixing light and heavy attacks. Thanks to the tip.
there we go. Yeah, I remember you fight a whole lot of droids.
Well, it is the primary forces of the Separatists.
It is. That's true.
One of the
now,
fun things about this, though, that I really liked versus like so many other Star Wars games is there is actual like, you chop the enemies up.
Yeah,
Super battle droids headed this way.
It-
Deflect their fire.
it does help that they're
Jeez,
they're
Obi-Wan,
robots.
okay.
So it's okay to
I'm-
kill them.
I
They're
don't
droids,
remember.
okay, sorry.
I want to say the clones get pretty messed up too.
Really
R2 needs some cover.
interesting.
Use combination attacks against those
Haha.
super droids.
Tell me something I don't know.
Too bad you can't fly.
Operation droids.
Not
Because
that
R2
model.
can. It is fun though. Apparently, since they were producing this in concert with the movie, they were actually, getting access to assets from ILM. And I guess a lot of times they had to, keep up and try to like if they would change something, they had to get in there and make sure that they updated it to match the latest things that they were sending them.
Woo! Get wrecked.
Yeah, that
Backtracking now.
didn't work out for them.
Stay here fighting droids, Anakin.
I mean, you're not. You're moving forward. I don't know what he's getting on you about.
I do love the stab move in this.
That's neat.
No, there are these little incidental lines. The Force is telling me something here,
Yeah.
where there's usually something like this or a collectible or something to do.
Yeah,
Left it alone.
I imagine that's it's like cluing you in on a secret or something. There we go.
Zoop!
Yeah, the family tradition of using the Force to move X-wings.
Your lights
But
These things don't know when to quit, do they?
that's always fun.
Is that all you got?
Just knocking their shots back at them.
Oh yes.
I enjoy that.
We don't have time to play around here, Anakin.
I mean, at least we get plenty of Obi-Wan talking.
And it's James Arnold Taylor, so that's some good Obi-Wan talking.
I'm ready for anything now.
I don't think so. Hurry, we still have a mission to complete.
That was fun. I enjoyed that exchange.
R2, see what you can do about those shields.
And of course, the voice actor for R2 is the same.
Yeah. So I'm trying to.
The droids have activated a lockout protocol.
Is there any way around it?
I keep losing my train of thought. Is driving me crazy here.
Grid over there. I'll take care of it.
Yeah. So what we're seeing here is them expanding the scenes from the movie. Apparently, they also use cut sequences.
Yep, which I believe the second level is an entire deleted scene.
Yeah. So it's neat. They had access to all this stuff. So I guess the benefit of being a different division of the same company that's making the movie. Apparently, they didn't even get to talk to George Lucas a little. So that's
What is fun though is it like.
I'll take care of it.
So what's really fun with this is it gets a lot darker than you might think because let me tell you, when you get to Order 66, you play it
yeah. I
as
think
Anakin.
actually, speaking of Nick Gillard, his character is basically a cameo in the movie, but you actually fight him in the game. I believe, if I
Force to jump from here.
remembering correctly.
Force jump, Anakin.
So that's neat.
Master behind you.
So can you like throw others explosive things that you can throw at them, or
Yeah, that control is a little wonky.
Jump, Anakin. I'll cover R2. You take those snipers out.
One step ahead of you.
Plus, like, Obi-Wan keeps taking out half the enemies before I get the chance to do it.
yes, well, you know, he's a Jedi Master.
Have a seat, young Skywalker.
Need some assistance over here.
Yeah.
Use the Force.
Speaking of traditions, Obi-Wan telling people to use the Force,
Set those shields.
but oh, okay. I mean, I guess they worked it in well. Is kind of the tutorial is Obi-Wan being fussy and telling you stuff you already know.
Nation attacks against those super battle droids.
Hey!
Oh, a saber crystal. Nice. What does that do in this game? I haven't played in
It
quite some
so it boosts that meter down in the corner that actually like your saber does more damage,
time. Oh,
and
nice.
I think the force regenerates faster.
Oh, that's cool. So it's not a
Work, R2.
it's like a temporary power up.
Droids need to be taught.
Yeah.
R2's done it.
So it's not like a collectible used for a permanent power up.
We can have
Yeah, but I did find when I was down in that hole there, I found a force surge, which is a collectible that refills and boosts your force gauge. So
Oh, that's neat.
and so this whole system here, the more so once you get that meter fill, the masterful stuff, you actually get more experience. And
Yeah.
also, when you unlock more combos, it boosts the meter as you perform combos. See, now I have some
Right.
experience that I can put into some of my force abilities, like upgrade terminal. So I can put it into like force push, a commonly used one.
Oh,
Can't
no,
fully
no.
level it up, but okay. Then you can also use it to upgrade your attacks.
Right. But you already spent it all on Force Push, so.
Here's that secret level, or that
Yeah, so-
deleted level.
Oh, but we
Needed
still got
scene.
some movie stuff here.
We'll just put like a random watermark over it or something.
I don't know.
Everybody's
I'll have
seen
to-
the movie.
I mean, I did see it 20 years ago. Or however long it was. How long ago?
Well, so this is where we're moving into a deleted scene.
Don't worry, Master.
I'm not worried.
This will be no problem.
Did I say I was worried?
This might be a problem.
See, one delightful thing in this game is
Warning, fuel breach.
they're actually well written.
Activate concealment doors. Lockdown protocol initiated.
All right. Now I'm worried.
One bad situation to another.
Oh, you can grapple, huh?
I don't think
Again, it has been quite some time since I played this. I'm pretty sure I played all the way through it, but you know, like I rented it when it came out. So
Ha!
I'll never get tired of this.
it's been quite some time. Oh, there we go. Now you're playing as the man of the hour here.
I don't have any
Oh.
grapple combos unlocked, though, I think.
Oh, so you can't actually do anything once you grab them.
Yeah, see?
Oh, that's awkward. It's telling you to grab them, but you can't actually do anything once you do.
I tell you what, you know what?
Oh, we're just gonna quit the
We're
fully
gonna
powered up.
jump into my main profile, where I've used the cheat codes to level everything up, because frankly, there is a huge curve that, like, you have to go back and grind to, like, get back to. Also, there's something to be shown off here in this multiplayer, which I don't know if I can do with one player, but you can
Oh, yeah,
actually.
well, go back to that guy. Yeah, that is you notice, gee, what is that name spelled backwards?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Nick
so that's
Gillard.
him. That's him.
There is this whole versus mode.
Yeah, it's a shame that we are still working remotely. Otherwise, we could play this together.
Well, and what's also fun is I believe one of the last two you unlock is Darth Vader, and when you actually play the two characters, like if you play the same character, they have different color lightsabers, so you actually can play as a blue lightsaber wielding Darth Vader.
Okay.
All right, we'll play through the deleted scene level.
Situation to another.
You say that like you're surprised.
So now you can actually do a grapple attack, I guess. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you didn't like it. I mean, I guess like before you've unlocked that stuff, you would just use it to knock him off balance so you can attack him.
Or possibly throw him into the electricity there.
Yeah. It is a shame that it doesn't, like, considering the amount of stages where you play both of them, it's a shame it doesn't have co-op, but I guess they did also want stages where, you know, they're split
There
up.
are co-op bonus missions.
Oh, are there? I did not remember that.
Heads up, young Jedi.
I feel like I did beat it, but it's been a long time.
In fact, now that I have everything unlocked, let me...
Look up how to do it. Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, that was fast.
Keep an eye on that blaster fire.
These things don't know when to quit, do they?
Watch those grapple droids.
Oh, you can use. You don't really need it because you're powered up, but it is now giving you the tutorial for force healing.
More spare parts.
There we go. I'm sure we'll see more of that whenever it is we get
That's
around
the
to
ability
force
I was
healing.
looking for. Jedi Mind Trick, which works as a stun on the droids.
Now we have to contend with those electrical discharges.
As if
Uh.
weren't bad enough.
Take those generators out.
There you go.
Draw your
Oh, now you just gotta figure out which one is the white button.
LB.
Well done, Master.
There you go. Yeah, the white and black button. Pretty sure I did play this version too, because multi-platform stuff was often better on Xbox. But of course, you know, since I beat it in the rental and I wasn't playing the multiplayer, a lot of stuff I rented back in the day, which I wish I actually had a copy of so we could play it on the show. It's like, oh, I played
Things
this,
just keep coming.
They do.
Sometimes they take a stupid amount of damage to destroy. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Honestly, one of the reasons I went for the cheat codes is this game can be janky, but
Yeah.
like it is also just great mindless fun.
Yeah.
Use the force.
Stop panicking, Anakin.
Yeah, I mean, speaking
We've done it.
of Force Unleashed, I remember when I rented that, it glitched and I stopped getting one of the points toward the end of the game, so I couldn't unlock abilities anymore. I think there were some achievements I ended up not getting because it wasn't
To let my
properly.
force gauge regenerate.
Oop.
Oop, I guess I destroyed it.
Okay. So, I mean, well, now we got all the stuff unlocked. We're seeing some of the stuff they worked into the game since they were able to work with the actual stunt director. I guess the collective had a decent amount of martial artists and such working there, so they kind of took to the saber training.
I
Use the Force, Master.
love that was just like smacking him around.
Yep.
Just what I needed.
I mean, it's a Jedi Master. You would think wouldn't quite be on the same level.
Oh no, he literally just like bare hand smacked that droid.
Sometimes
Is that the best you've got?
you gotta show him who's boss.
No challenge at all.
Okay.
Yeah, too bad there aren't any enemy health bars.
Mostly
Goodbye.
it's just how many parts they lose.
Yeah, I did see that you can knock off their arms and such.
Another junk pile.
Good. Gain access to the service depot.
Can I take this one? Try your
Ooh!
I mean, your fighter did get messed up, so you might have to take it to the service center. Just kind of walk through that debris.
Go for that power conduit. More scrap metal coming fast. The Force is strong here.
That means there's a bonus around here.
Yep. See if you can find it.
Anakin, behind you.
Jeez, Anakin, pay attention.
Yeah, jeez. Well, don't worry about the secret. It looks like you already had all of them on your file, right?
Probably.
I was thinking maybe wants to watch us exhaustively searching
Find a way to jump from here. Stay back.
through these stages. That was a little awkward.
Yeah, sometimes it just decides, yeah, you can't throw it over.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that your partner is invincible. It'd be really annoying to be losing missions because of the computer.
Do you want this one, or should I take it? By all means, Anakin. Help yourself.
Honestly, in ways, this game had better writing than Revenge of the Sith.
Ooh. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about that one.
The banter.
I feel like that's something the Clone Wars cartoon had, too.
Absolutely.
The CG
and
one.
it's the same voice actors, too, so it just works.
I don't suppose we should knock.
I doubt it'll get us anywhere. Chunk of metal down.
It's kind of a shame that
Hold it alone. Let's find out.
the Genndy Tartakovsky one ended up getting erased from continuity.
Like the little Indiana Jones moment there.
Yeah, that was fun. I thought it was a shame that they kind of retconned the reason that General Grievous coughs. Originally, the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars cartoon showed him getting his chest force crushed, but I think it was Mace Windu that did it.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, yeah, that's why he coughs. That's a neat detail. But then they just removed that from continuity, and it's just that, well, he has a cough.
It's more that his, cybernetics were just not perfect.
Yeah.
Because his whole thing is that he was just replacing his body to be the perfect warrior.
Yeah.
Stay on your guard.
But I feel like that's much less cool than it being a battle injury.
Oh, yeah. Gotta wait for my force to
Yeah.
regenerate.
I was about to say, it looks like you're too low on force power to most
Impressive.
impressive. You know they were thinking about that. I don't know if you want to... You think these guys are going to be coming at your flank is going to be too much of a problem?
It's pretty annoying.
Yeah. I'm just saying, well, I wonder if it's a better idea to just, run
I have
forward.
to fight them while I'm regenerating my health. Or my force. I need the force to be able to
I
throw
know.
the lightsaber.
But, when you had...
Not to mention the grapple droids grapple you.
Yeah, no, I can see how that would get in the way. Again, it's been a while since I played this, so I don't know the best strategy off the top of my head. Well, now everyone knows what they didn't show you in the movie. I wonder how you get
Let me
multipliers.
just...
That's how your experiences times 1.
So, I
So we're
think
not...
I'm far enough in the game where this should work. We're gonna find out. We're
Okay.
gonna try this out for one last little showing, because we got another level before we have to deal with fighting Dooku, which actually we could just cut to fighting Dooku, because that kind of combat's its own thing.
I mean, is there anything interesting in the bonus stages that we want to see?
The bonus missions are just super difficult things, and
Okay.
you play as other characters.
Yeah.
So, like in this one, you play as General Grievous.
So on the one hand, that's cool, but this is supposed to be like the Obi-Wan tie-in, so I don't know if we want to focus on stuff where you play as Obi-Wan.
Well, we're gonna do one more where you play as Anakin
Okay.
to show off the one of the other really neat things I find in this game.
Okay.
And then I think we've probably played enough of this for this episode. Because if I've played this game far enough...
Yes. So I didn't mention it earlier because spoilers, but as things go on, Anakin's powers do become more dark side oriented.
And, well, so they do that, but also... So he has the Force stun attack until you reach Order 66. And it turns into the lightning.
Because, of course, he's fully fallen to the dark side at that point.
Yes.
How's R2 coming with that elevator?
Yeah, this is one of the things. So they actually had a big old interviews and such on IGN because they did a big expose on it, and that's one of the things they talked about, how their force powers diverge over the course of the game.
Master, I could use a little help here.
Could you? Because you seem to be doing it yourself.
Almost there.
Kind of need the cover.
Stay on target.
No, I can see that because he's got the destroyer droids there right in his face.
I won't be long, Master.
Be careful. Always on the move.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
Maybe I should have stayed in the elevator.
that's just
Oh, that
one of
was-
the fun things of this, is just that being able to use the Force lightning as Anakin. Oh yeah, the buzz droids are paper.
Yeah, they didn't seem to be standing up to you too well.
There we go.
I think I actually remember the sequence. Jumping between the elevators. It does seem to take a while, though. I suppose this would probably be too advanced, but it would be neat if you could like grind him up against the wall there as the elevator goes up.
Hmm.
Oh, he's parrying you, huh?
Yep, they got those little shields.
Anakin, if you're not too busy, we still have to rescue the Chancellor.
Yes, Master. I'm just running into some old friends.
Well, when you're finished out there. Now what?
It's interesting that they decided to like alternate per level instead of having you like switch back and forth depending on what action was happening. You know,
Hmm.
like I could have seen that as like an opportunity to switch back to Obi-Wan.
See, and where I do think that falls a little flat is, again, in that level curve I was talking about. Because
Federation droids.
the levels are exclusive to each Jedi. Which means that if you level up Anakin's abilities, it does not level up Obi-Wan's abilities. So
Yeah.
you spend a whole bunch of time leveling that up, and then you switch over to one of the other Jedi, you switch over to the other one, and now you're, like, way weaker on a higher level.
Yeah. So either you got to go back and redo some older levels to grind, or you gotta hope
Hey!
you can like skill it up.
R2, where's Obi-Wan?
But even then, you can only skill it up so much because you don't access combos until you unlock them by leveling up.
Yeah.
Well, can you open the door?
Which is why I decided to just cheat code it, because I just wanted to have
Yeah.
fun playing this and I didn't care.
Looks like the
Yeah.
droids have other plans for us.
Aha.
R2 has anything to say about it. R2, override the control lock in car 3. It's about time.
Thanks for the cover, Obi-Wan. Jeez.
He's trying. You're looking for the secret, aren't you?
Just looking for anything.
That's got
Speaking of defense, I mean, you know, obviously they're probably
mission
doing that blue thing there to make it obvious where you're defending. So I think that's a probably, you know, a game design thing.
That'll help.
Anakin, what are you?
Zoop!
Master, wait. This one's not.
R2, hit the brakes.
Yeah, it's
I'll make you eat that blaster.
So can't that guy fly? You really shouldn't be able to kill him by like tossing him off the side.
I mean, true.
Engage
At least
the
you-
brakes, R2.
You can't fall off the side, can you?
Flying droids.
I don't think so.
That would be super annoying. that's
Super
fair.
casually using Force Lightning in front of Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he's fine.
Freeze.
Ha!
We could use some help here, R2.
But that would have been cool if you'd actually hit it.
Shrapnel.
Looks like you were teeing up some big attack and then it like completely whiffed.
Boom! There we go.
I hope that wasn't one of those backhanded strikes that he kept telling Ahsoka not to do.
You couldn't hit a sandcrawler.
Ooh! Trying to remember, there is one bit of Force Impale. There it is.
That seems fun. Seems the lock-on could be a little better.
There we go.
Is that
Drops the thing to its knees.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Or
generally
not.
getting a laser sword shoved through your chest is not really good.
Is that all you got?
Or it's slightly above your head, as the animation looked like there. Well,
Again, this game is so janky, but it's turn your brain off and just have fun with some lightsabers kind of a game.
I mean, for a movie license game, I feel like it's better than average.
I mean, I've complained about plenty of games being janky, but at least this is fun janky.
Okay, I guess you force confused the.
We're about to become a lot thinner.
I'll say an unfortunate thing is they don't seem to be properly deinterlacing these cutscenes. Re-render cutscenes have some issues.
Yeah, and that's how they're looking on my Xbox too. That's not even like the projection or anything. Do you notice?
Oh yeah, I see your icon has changed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did notice that. Yeah, you're done upgrading. You got nothing left to upgrade. Oh, I'd take the music too. Yeah, no, I noticed that as well.
Okay. We've been playing for like 40 minutes, so. Quick thing I will show, though, you get concept art as you beat the game that has little bits of information, like Jedi Escape, the sequence was cut with the film but retained for the game. More from the cut sequence, little cut buzz droid, and of course, you click on it and it shows it full screen.
Yeah, right. So I'm guessing the stuff that's in. Oh, wait,
Grenadier droid.
that's interesting. Is that stuff you just unlocked? Maybe is that why it's?
Yeah, it's stuff I've unlocked, but I haven't like clicked on it yet. So now it's
revealing what you've unlocked.
Yeah,
That's
except
neat.
I don't think that Arabesh lines up to what it's.
It looks like it might just be random.
Yeah, it kind of looks like random Arabesh.
I don't think they bothered to.
Because it all is
what
starting
that would
with
be.
the same character. And then translating to completely different words. But it's really neat to get concept art like this.
Yeah. Not that I could actually read it, but
there is cooperative multiplayer. There are a few challenge missions.
Yeah.
Where you can play with the computer next to you. But I don't think you can do the verses by yourself.
It's asking you to connect a controller. I mean, you can try it.
Oh wait, no.
Okay. Well, actually, you should
See,
play
look.
as
See, look. If you put
yeah.
two of the same, two different colored lightsabers.
You should play as the guy there on the right there, whose name I'm forgetting.
See,
the Sin Drilic.
That classic fighting game motif of if you're just the same character fighting the same character, different costume.
It does at least seem to have different costumes though.
So, but that gives you full-on red lightsaber Sith Anakin.
I wonder if there's a way to.
There is actually a secret ending for this game.
Yes.
Like there's a secret bonus mission where you there's a secret ending where Anakin kills Obi-Wan and then proceeds to kill Sidious on Mustafar. Like that.
I want to say I got that, but again, it's been quite some time.
Oh, you want to see Sin Drilic?
Yeah, we should see him. Since he's the original. Who's the other? That's another is that expanded universe character.
Sarah Kato. I actually don't recognize her, but she's probably an Old Republic era. I kind of want to see. Oh, blue lightsaber Mace Windu. Okay. Blue lightsaber Count Dooku.
Yeah, so we should probably see these non-mainstream characters. Jedi Knight, huh?
I will strike you down.
I'm pretty sure his character is in the movies too.
Yes, no, he's in it, but it's just like it's a small he's like a hologram or something, you know. So you see him briefly in the movie, but he doesn't actually appear like in the flesh. I guess she was that era, because it says she died 19 years before the Battle of Yavin.
Let's see how good you really are.
Oh, that
So
means she
it's
died in
maybe-
Order 66.
Yeah, maybe someone that Anakin fought at the Jedi Temple. It says she's Sindraga's greatest pupil.
Old man. Oh yeah, you like that?
Okay. Practitioner of Jarkai. He fought in the Clone Wars. As
Well,
a
and they
Jedi
do keep
general.
having some very unique dialogue, too.
Yeah, because apparently he was her master.
Don't fight dirty.
So
Ooh, I won.
killed.
No one will mourn your passing.
Oh, that's mean. Killed during Operation Nightfall. So yeah, I guess
My training.
Anakin killed her. Well, I'm sorry, Darth Vader, because he was I guess he was already Darth Vader at that point.
He was called Vader at that point, though one might not truly believe him to be Vader till,
Yeah, he got the whole suit going.
I am mostly just button mashing on this.
Hmm.
'Cause I do not know the combos off the top of my head.
Let's see. Yeah, I feel like she was like probably like an extra boss fight for the game.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Let me show you how it's really done.
Because like I see like created for the game, at least according to Wikipedia.
Let's see what you're made of.
Oh, played by Kerry Walgreen. He's in a lot of things.
Alright, I'm done with this, though.
Okay. Yeah, apparently you were originally gonna fight him 2-on-1. With her and Sindrag.
But yeah. So that's the versus mode, too.
So yeah, well, I'm glad we took a look at that, because again, that otherwise these characters aren't really seen outside of expanded universe material.
But yeah, so that's Revenge of the Sith.
There we go. Well, there we go. I mean, you kind of have to grade on a curve for things that are produced on the kind of timeline necessary for movie tie-ins.
But honestly, I think even for that, it's really fun.
Yeah, I remember it being pretty decent. Again, I haven't played it since it came out, but I remember liking it fine.
And it has
I
a
played all the way
surprising
through the
amount of bonus features for something
yeah.
like that too. I mean, the bonus co-op missions, the bonus missions where you can play as characters like General Grievous and the electro staff wielding bodyguards. And then the versus mode. And I'm pretty sure the last two characters that you unlock in that are Vader and Old Man Obi-Wan. And Alec Guinness is actually credited as having his voice in this game, so I think they
Really?
used old voice clips.
It's neat that I actually managed to get those for once. That doesn't happen
Yeah.
that often.
It's a weirdly cohesive game for what it is. It's kind of like, is it the greatest? No, but is it better than what it should be? Yes.
I think that was kind of like the LucasArts connection, that they got like more access than you normally would if you were an external company that had nothing to do with Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
I mean, I was seeing something that some people on the project actually got to talk to George Lucas all the way back in pre-production. So they basically already started in like pre-production for the game at the same time as pre-production for the movie. So like as soon as they actually had something to work on,
Yeah.
they start working on the game. So maybe they probably got more time than you normally would for a tie-in like this, where it's like, okay, well, you can't start until the movie is already well into production. And
Well, and don't forget, these movies also came out like sequentially 3 years after each other.
yeah.
99, The Phantom Menace, 2002, Clone Wars, 2005, Revenge of the Sith. Like,
Yeah.
this just...
So for a game of that era, 3 years wouldn't be a terrible amount of time for development. So if they could have gotten started right away, had good project management, they put out a pretty decent game, and which
honestly,
should have happened.
Yeah. And like big ups to that, because again, this is like $10 on the Xbox store,
Yeah.
and it's a good time. It's fun, I enjoy it, even if it can get boring with the fact that the level curve is not so great. But you know what? Put the cheat codes in, just have fun with it.
They're easy to find now. I don't think I saw them back at the time, but now you can just go to GameFAQs.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did that back in the day too. I went to cheatcodes.com.
I don't think I ever used that one. I always just use GameFAQs.
But I always use cheatcodes.com because GameFAQs had not what I was looking for all the time. I was looking for cheat codes, not GameFAQs.
Yeah, I guess I'm old school, and I'm used to reading things, and it bothers me now that like I want to read about how to do something in the game. I don't want to watch a video.
Well, yeah, but I was just going for the cheat codes.
Yeah. So I just, GameFAQs was first on the scene, and that's what I was used to going to. Because like I was actually using GameFAQs when it first came around. I have found like thick stacks of paper where I printed out a fact in like 1998.
Oh yeah, I have some. I used to print out cheat codes back in the day, but this was, I don't know. I always enjoyed this game. As soon as I saw it come back on the Xbox store, I was like, I gotta get that. That's some good times. It's a little janky, but it's got a decent combat system, and it's just fun.
It's kind of a companion piece instead of like a replacement for the movie, because like you're not necessarily going to know what's going on if you haven't watched the movie. Because
I mean, it does give you a good amount of the story. And what's weird is this game came out before the movie came out, if I remember.
Yeah, I think like at least 2 weeks before the movie.
Yeah, and like I beat the game before I watched the movie.
So they didn't want to give away too much stuff.
But they gave away everything because they had to tell the story.
Yeah. Then
but
again, though,
it was also different, a little just in parts.
Like you kind of know what's going to happen.
Well,
because
yeah,
it's a prequel.
that's the grand tragedy of the prequels and of like the Clone Wars is what's going to happen.
Yeah. So it's the hard part is how do you make it interesting telling the story where you already know the ending.
Yeah. Which I think that's one of when Star Wars is at its best, because again, Clone Wars, Rebels, some of the best Star Wars to come out. But we all knew certain things had to happen by the end of those. Or that, by the end of Clone Wars, Order 66 happens, and almost every Jedi that you came to know and love throughout the Clone Wars is going to die. You got some of the characters who were featured in the Order 66 montage in Revenge of the Sith being primary characters in the Clone Wars, like Plo Koon.
Yep. Speaking of things that I did in the 90s, make jokes about Titanic. It's like the ship sinks at the end.
Yeah.
And that was a gigantic movie. I don't know.
But honestly, especially if you're a Star Wars fan and you're just looking for, a fun like little game to play for Star Wars, it's a good time.
It's a shame that we couldn't do mode, like 2 players, because I don't think I ever got a chance to try that. Do you remember if you ever got to play it at the time?
I did.
Friends.
It was interesting. Again, the combos are a little janky, but it was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, at that time I was mostly, gaming by myself, because a lot of the people I grew up with kind of dropped out of video games. I was the guy that kept playing video games, so.
Hmm.
I was doing a whole lot of single player, so I never got to try that out.
But I recommend it if you're a Star Wars fan. And obviously, like, it's Kenobi Day.
Yeah, there you go.
So
I made
set
some
it to
point in the
download while you watch Kenobi.
There you go. Maybe in the future we can get a hold of the Obi-Wan game, because I do have an original Xbox in which we can play it. So we'll see if we can track down a physical copy of that, because they don't seem to be expensive. If when of course, you know, we're filming this ahead of time, so I don't know how safe I'll feel when the episode goes live. But at some point, I would like to actually go back to the local game store and see if they have some fun games, and I can keep my eye out for Star Wars stuff.
Indeed.
But anyhow, if you enjoyed us force pushing droids off of platforms, make sure you give this episode a like, and you catch future episodes in which maybe we push droids into other things. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. I've been Dan Mastriani. You can catch me on Twitter at NewTechCola.
I'm Ian Butterfield. You can find me on Twitter at ENG Butterfield. You can find the show at Retro Games CNCT, Facebook.com/Retro Game Connect, and RetroGameConnect.tumblr.com. You can also find me over at Twitch.tv/geek_lord_42. I don't know what I might get up to streaming once I'm not sick, but we shall see.
That will hopefully be before this episode goes live.
Well, yeah. But life's been busy.
Yep.
But if you enjoyed the games we played, let us know. If there are any games you'd like us to play, drop them in the comments. If we can get our hands on them, we might just play them, or we might just force push them into some electrical stuff.
Yeah. But most importantly, may the Force be with you.
Always.